So
I mean, if you want to play games, I don't think any of us are here for that.
do you want the tooth or do you want the blade? That's really what it comes down to.
Hey, he doesn't have to kill himself at all, Atlas.
Normally I would agree with you, but I'm telling you, this guy will absolutely go back to camp. We can convince some young boy who is out here for adventure for this, but for this guy, no matter how much of a fuck up he is still honorable to them. So I worry. What do you mean you don't?
Yeah, no.
I should have a better than 30% chance. I fucking am one of them.
You're talking about murdering a guy in cold blood right in front of you. That ain't Fell's way. If he wants to kill himself, that's one thing.
All right.
I ain't going to be responsible for killing him. And, I mean, if he's going to kill himself, I ain't going to stop him.
He's still just like laying there.
They don't really know. They don't know.
You're an amateur. Oh.
Ouch.
I'll kick him. Did that not? Yeah, I'll kick him. Yeah, see, corpses don't grunt, friend. I'm giving you the opportunity now.
Do what you must.
You don't want to die. Clearly, you would have tongued that thing and killed yourself if you did. All right. I'll produce a dagger. He's still manacled behind himself.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
I'll produce a dagger and put a dagger in his hand. You want to take your own life? Stab yourself. You ain't going to be able to fight any of us with a dagger behind your back. Here's a dagger.
This is more brutal than just slit his throat. Jesus.
It's not at all.
It's like Saw, man.
I'm gauging if he wants to die.
He looks at you with an incredulous look. Meanwhile, X-Satan, you're just looking at this group interaction.
Like, I'm still not convinced, especially the way that, is it Atlas, like, talks to this guy that they're not somehow part of the same group. And I'm really confused what's happening.
All right. So he bends back with the dagger and instinctively jumps forward at the pinprick of it.
He puts a dagger in himself to kill himself?
But he's unable to because he jumps back.
Touches him and he's like, ah!
Yeah, essentially.
I don't think you want to die, friend.
But I really do.
Well, I mean, I gave you the means to it. And if you did...
Do you like Harold?
He's all right.
Do you like what they've made of you? I mean, you're just a useless commodity to them. I mean,
useless. I sent the messenger.
Of mission failure. I'm assuring you that they're not going to be throwing a parade in your honor.
Yes.
You won't take your own life.
I mean, you're still talking to us. This isn't for you, friend. So, what's it going to be? I mean,
just take my life. He lifts up his
I'm not doing a suicide by night watch, right?
He looks up. He doesn't. He stops looking at you, and he looks over towards Atlas and Alexander. Do it.
You have the blade.
It's behind his back, though.
Honestly, I'll take the manacles off. I mean, he's still scared, and
he uses the dagger real quickly, and gets that little vial out and crushes it.
There you go.
And he starts foaming at the mouth, and he starts convulsing, and
I look to Fel and I say, "It looks like he really wanted to die." And then I look over to X-Satan and I say, "Hello. I'm sure that you've met our group at a very interesting time."
Oh man!
matter of fact, business like. You just see a dude just start convulsing and die, and he just turns over and he's like, "Hello." And then I'm gonna start patting down the unseen prisoner again. Does he poop? No, I'm kidding.
All right. Anyways,
He would evacuate his
Xaden.
bowels.
Evacuate.
Or
I'm gonna go
Dannerby,
back.
yeah.
I'm gonna go back to the hole with Ulfbert. I'm gonna give him my pack, and then I'm gonna go back down the rope, grab the gem, and come back up.
Okay, that's fine. It takes a couple minutes, so Danner leaves the group for a moment.
I'm
Xaden.
just gonna rest against the tree.
All right.
All right.
If he's
Fel,
visibly angry,
That is
Atlas.
Fella wins. Friends call me Fel, but we'll see what you are in a minute.
These are your lands.
They are our, but
And who's the foeman of the dead guy? Since I was sort of hoping that this interrogation would actually give me any information at all, it seems like you guys got plenty out of it. I have no idea what's going on.
well, real quick, I know we have one prisoner. There might be another one in the hole over there, and I really would like to get back to him. You've caught, like I said, you've caught us at a weird time. Would you like to go with us down to the hole? And it can start to answer some questions for you. What do you say?
As you start to go over there, Dannerby, you actually see him start climbing out of the hole. Warren.
Okay. And
So I'm gonna command Ulfbert just to like guard him as I'm gone, like hold him in a hand.
You said I could go. I'm just leaving here.
I'm gonna shout back, "Hey guys, do you want to like search him first, or are we just letting him go?"
Well,
I
How-
think he can go.
Excuse me, Jess.
I wasn't there for the convincing of it. How good does he seem?
this guy?
Yeah.
He knows that if he doesn't leave peacefully, he will either be killed by us or killed by them.
Well, does he have to be killed by us if he's got an opportunity?
No, doesn't necessarily have to.
You can't Stockholm syndrome everybody. It just doesn't make sense, okay? They're fucking captives. Some people need to die.
but you said that this guy could go free.
Yeah, this guy is fine to go free. And actually, he gets to leave with all his limbs because Alexander did such a good job talking him into the fact that House Saris would kill him if he saw him again. So that's the thing. But anyways, I'm trying to handle that. And then the reason I'm trying to get Exadian to go over to the pit is because if you look down there, you'll see the thing, and we can move that along. So let's go to the pit.
I mean, if Warren's going, Warren, where are you looking to go? Where you running?
Away from here and away from you.
Where are you going to?
None of your, just away from here. I'm not going anywhere that will put me in danger.
All right. You know we're trusting you now. You assume you don't got anything much back at a home. But
I've got a house. I've got a home. I'm just not going to work for Saris anymore. That's all. I'm going back to Devon.
I'll give it a.
I've got a girl. Yeah, and he seems perfectly honest to you. He's got no telltale signs. He just seems frightened and scared of you. Of the
He
giant,
is human though. He is human though, right?
Yeah.
Go with the.
All right. Yeah. He still seems. Yeah. He doesn't seem to want to go back to House Saris. He just wants to go home.
All right, go. Be safe. And
Tell this giant to stop holding me.
Yeah. I'll set him down gently.
Okay. You're muted there, James.
Thank you. Has the giant, has the golem just been holding someone this whole time?
not the whole time.
Not the whole time. Just recently. The giant went back up there and is holding a person. You see this
sorry, what?
happen.
Yeah, sorry, I'm
So he came back holding like a person under his...
Yeah, essentially.
Awesome. All right, so I heard that conversation, obviously. was trying to get in on it, but my mic was muted.
Yeah.
Wait, so is this guy? This guy's with Saris? Is Saris a house, a kingdom?
It's a house.
Person?
They've actually come to our lands. And right now it's our job of convincing them that there are greener pastures on the other side of the border.
All right, well, they've got suicide assassins, I guess? Like, what are they doing here?
Well, you said you were looking for something, right?
Yeah.
There's a good chance, and understand trust isn't coming easy, but the fact that you didn't come after us like them is saying a lot right now, and I just assume we get all of that out of the way, that we're not going to play a game of not trusting or anything because it sucks, metagame. So, we'll, why don't you come with the rest of us? You may have found something that you're looking for if you were direct to this area. I'm not going to say I broke it.
Is it an owlbear?
It's not an owlbear.
Oh.
That's
Okay.
what you were looking for?
That was one of the two things. Let's see if this is the other one.
That's interesting. I'm not going to say I broke it. I'm going to say that
It was broken.
He definitely broke it.
Mistakes were
it was
made,
broken
some breaking
before?
occurred. That's all we know at the moment.
All right, I'm gonna try and keep my distance. I don't want to be surrounded by my newfound friends, at least.
And actually, before we get anywhere, I mean, if at least telling us a bit about yourself, fairly obvious, I guess, in appearance. Fell himself's towards the older age of an elf, about 500. Got a bow, rapier and shield on the back. Definitely looks a little older and wrinkled, but pretty obvious to gather some type of ranger.
Dannerby, do you want to explain what he sees when he looks at you?
Yeah, so I'm sort of like a little disheveled gnome cleric. I don't know. Would he recognize my symbol, or?
Yeah, he would recognize it.
So you recognize me as a cleric of Helm, and I'm accompanied by like a giant metal-ish construct.
Oh, him I know. Okay, so you're god of protection. Got it. Okay. Okay, so now I've got a sort of rough idea. And you're a gnome, right?
Yeah.
Well,
All right.
you got
Gnome
an idea
cleric
on
with
us.
golem accompaniment. So okay, so I look in the pit. What do I see?
You see down there, there's
I'd
a
press
large...
a little bit.
You see some dead bodies. You see, obviously, signs of battle, and a large prismatic gem of some type that, at this distance, it's hard to differentiate color.
Right, it's a large gem.
Yeah.
Forgive me for being slightly metagamey, but someone referred to it earlier as the cube.
It's a cube. It's a red cube. It used to glow, and then somebody touched it.
It's more like a diamond-shaped, like top-down, it has a cube structure, but 3D, it's angled sides, inverted double pyramid.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's like a D8.
Exactly. It is a D8.
It is a regular octahedron, for those of you
Yes.
playing the home game.
I should know that, being a geologist and all.
By pyramidal.
And yeah, having taken mineralogy. But, that was a long time ago.
You haven't really said a lot about yourself. I see a big sword, and I see a symbol, but ain't got much more than that to go off of. Give me a little idea of who you are.
You can see Excited sort of weighing his options. I'm a paladin. I've sworn an oath of vengeance against some men who burned down my lands and destroyed my manor house.
You know these men are.
That's the other thing I'm looking for.
the hunt drew you out to here. Can't say I'd be sad to have a vengeance-filled paladin at my front. Your hunt brought you out to these lands, huh?
As I said, well, I suppose I was a bit unnecessarily vague, but it seems like you
You want to keep
are
secrets.
making an effort to be reasonable. I met a woman, a fortune teller, who said that I might find what I was looking for towards Javar. And on the way towards Javar, I got sight. But she also told me I would see 5 figures come out of the ground, and that would be the key to what I'm looking for. I actually got sidetracked on the way to Javar, and I was taking a side job of hunting an owlbear that's been terrorizing a nearby farmstead. Ended up in this forest, got a little bit lost. The first figure I encountered was our friend Foamy, the inept ninja.
So there's an owlbear around these lands?
That's what I was told.
That these are already farmlands here? I mean, as far as I know, these are just wild. These are untamed.
As I mentioned, I did get a bit lost, but I came from the southwest. I don't know much more than that.
You know that the alchemist in question is about
A couple miles, right?
about 20 miles or so southwest of here.
Okay. So I'll relay that.
Yeah,
Is that still our lands? Or
that's
is that,
still your lands. Yes.
Well, you got a whole house set up there, and you got a whole shack, a whole operation going?
There is a shack.
A shack. No. That could just be wonders. Well, first of all, I'd like to formally welcome, at least for now. It seems that, if nothing else, we got a same goal. If you want to take a look at what Atlas may have broken in terms of a cube down there, we can show you.
Deception check right now.
You'd pass, absolutely. I wouldn't even try to hide the smile on my face.
So the gem.
Yeah.
You said it's broken? What did it do before?
Well, it hummed, it vibrated. I flipped it upside down. There's a whole mechanism for it. I was looking to explore a little bit and figure out what I could learn. I flipped it over and shifted it basically 1 notch clockwise. And wouldn't you know, the world shook to hell and it went dark. It used to be glowy and bright, and now it ain't so much. I'm not convinced that it's not just out of juice and could use a recharge, and maybe it's a short thing. We don't even know what shook to hell, to be honest with you. I think you're probably going to be as ignorant as we are on this, maybe knowing a little bit more if some card reader gave you a future. But regardless, let's head into the pit, and we'll at least show you what we found.
Yeah, we can go all the way into the temple cavern type thing if you'd like. Real quick, we should anybody's going to be like several days away from here, so I think we're probably good. I think we eliminated this group and this threat, but they definitely will be coming here soon with more reinforcements because of that dragon. So
they do have a base that's not too far from here.
Yeah,
I missed this entirely, by the way. There's a dragon.
It's a pseudo dragon. It's just a little message
actually,
dragon.
no one else saw it except for Dannerby and Exaden.
Oh.
Exaden actually saw a dragon leave. Yeah, small.
It's a pseudo dragon. It's just used as a messenger pigeon.
I guess if I haven't already, I tell them that it got like there was a pseudo dragon and it flew away, and it looked like it had a message tied to it. If I saw that.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, Exaden, I would never put the bow, unstring it and get it. I'd keep it strung, but at least show him to this section. I don't know if I can
All right, guys.
view as a player. But yeah, just give him an idea of the actual mechanism and showing him what it was and seeing if that rings any bells to him. Yeah, I actually can't shift the screen. James, you'd be able to see it if you go to the right, basically the northeast of the map. You see that kind of device there.
Oh, okay.
That was the gem. The gem is no longer there.
Yeah.
But that's what I flipped, and that's what I moved. The earth shook, something fierce. I'm kind of glad the place didn't come down around us. I'd have a feeling that's what alerted those folks up there what was going on. We took the gem with us. I know, at least for us, we were hunting down an artifact that could change the lands, could actually strong enough to warp the lands. While down here, we did fight the spirit of a vengeful wizard. Wasn't too happy to see us, but you can be assured that he's been laid to rest right now, at least, and the body burned.
Okay. So I take a look at the stone. I have no idea what this is.
Is that what you were looking for?
No, I'm looking for a person or a group of people who destroyed my home. I have never seen this before. It doesn't mean anything to me.
All right.
That being said, the Ceres group invading your lands seems more like the sort of people I'd want to ask very pointed questions to.
That's the goal right now. I can't tell you too much about our lands here.
Essentially, by the way, guys, it's been nighttime this entire time. Tieflings have dark vision, right?
Yep.
Okay, that's why I was going off the assumption that they did.
Yeah, of course.
Because it's completely pitch black outdoors, by the way, and real dark down here. It starts raining slightly. It is probably, you guess, you spent a few hours on this, actually.
So short rest for me, at least.
Yeah. A short rest for everyone, pretty much. While they're talking to Exada, you think it's probably around 2 a.m. at this point. Just so everyone knows. You spend a few hours talking about it.
Yeah, if we're just sitting down talking, I'll probably spend a hit dice as well.
All right. So what's everyone doing in this short time?
Just practicing sword and strokes as far as not.
I talked to Fel.
That don't not exerting myself enough to interrupt the rest, but yeah,
that's fine.
Oh man. Yeah, I'm listening to the conversation, I guess, if we're not doing a long rest yet.
Okay. Conversation, go.
I mean, if it's Atlas talking to me, man, with these unseen,
Atlas.
you can.
So what was your problem before?
Well, you can say what you say. I've known plenty of folk who are willing to slit their wrists and cut their throats for glory and honor, but when push comes to shove, ain't going to try it. It's going to be something we disagree with.
I don't understand. So you're upset that he killed himself with the dagger you supplied him?
No, I ain't upset. I ain't upset with you. I'm upset that he actually did it.
I mean,
I don't like seeing lives lost.
So have you just never seen a fighter like the Unseen before? Is that what it is? It's like you just don't.
I've seen a lot more than what you might think, friend. but it's because of that. I've seen plenty of young folk willing to throw their lives away.
He never had a life, man. I mean, if anything, you could pity him. If this is what it is, if I'm mistaking your anger for pity, then I apologize, because I pity him as well. I pity myself in some ways, but I've lived that life, man. They didn't choose this. I never chose it. And
I guess just to throw it back at you, then you're saying I can't trust you, right? If I can trust him to maybe turn his life around and change, then I can trust you. You telling me right now that I can't trust you, I can't trust that these folks won't kill themselves and they just want to die. Why the hell are you still alive?
Because I'm exceptionally different.
Because you're special, right? Because you're special. I'm sorry, no one else in the world is that special snowflake except Atlas. You are absolutely correct, and I will correct all of my viewpoints from this point forward.
No, absolutely. You're mistaken. Some of us have stronger will than others. You saw him use the dagger. He's obviously not one of the people that you thought he was. The type that you're speaking of is the type that's standing before you right now. And the fact that he's out there with his platoon still receiving orders goes to show you that he has not taken the steps that I have. No one that I know of has broken away from the Black Blight or the Unseen in the manner that I did. And you don't trust me to begin with. I don't think it has anything to do with the training, the previous training. I don't know where the distrust comes from, but I think it's unfounded.
I think it's many politicians in my life, friend.
It's incredibly unfounded. I mean, I tried to save Dannerby. You shot me. I was right about Tola the entire time. I saved our group from Tola. I tried to save the tree ant, which was a matter that was close to your heart. I've done nothing but try to help this group and preserve us and save us, because I think of everyone as brothers. But as time has gone on, you just continue to distrust me. I don't understand. We can't just come out here and play fort in the jungle. These matters are larger than ourselves. This war is taking place outside of our borders. We can try and hold this land as much as we can, but the real battle is outside it, and you need people like me. And that's pretty much all I'm going to say, because I don't think I'm going to change your mind on it. But I can tell that there's been some growing animosity between Fel and Atlas, and I think it's unfounded, because Atlas has done nothing that you guys know. Like, meta, right? You're like, Atlas is kind of shady. I'm just saying, there's literally nothing that I have not done anything in front of any of you to make you distrust me. And beyond the meta, you shouldn't. I'm not trying to kill anybody. Atlas is in it for personal gain, but everyone has their own motivations. And he's never done anything for Fel to truly think he's not saving people and supporting this group and this party. So that's pretty much it. And also, I'll roll persuasion too, if you want.
I ain't nothing to persuade.
No, it's up to his character, essentially.
Okay, well, that's the talk I wanted to have, so.
I believe the words you're saying, but
Okay.
I'm good with pressing.
All right, you guys finish up your talk. Exaden?
Yes.
Anything?
Not really. I mean, from either the viewpoint of his previous life or the life he's recently chosen, more arguments don't hold a whole lot of interest for him. Yeah. He finds the bad guys, he kills the bad guys, he looks for the bad guys he's looking for.
Okay. Anyone else before we proceed?
I actually didn't realize it, but I basically shamelessly ripped off the Punisher for my character. It wasn't my intent, but it's basically like 100% everything adds up.
Which is fine.
Season 2 is amazing.
Anyways.
Awesome, so go for it.
Continue, guys, in the game.
Well, I mean, the first thing is, can we hide this passage again? That secret door that we went into,
no.
That's not hideable again?
Not hideable.
They know exactly where it is, even if we did hide it.
I don't know if they know where these ruins are, is the real question here. They can certainly know where the pit is.
You do know where the pit is. They know where the pit is. You missed it. You missed it. Essentially, Fel. What happened? Warren told the group that they saw them They saw you guys sleeping near the ruins, near the pit, and they've been watching you ever since. They even saw you go down in there, and that's why the trap was set. What happened was Alexander was on guard, is what Warren told them eventually, and while you guys were sleeping during the day, they spotted you. He didn't notice that you guys had been spotted, and you went along your merry way. So
I mean,
they know
my
exactly.
biggest worry, if we have half of this artifact, right? If this artifact here is what we think it is, and it's a 2-piece set, I don't want to just concede that stand to them. For all we know, this thing could power up again in the morning. We don't know how it works. We know nothing about it.
You really think that what you have right now is actually the key to power whatever that thing is? Like you, from working with it at one time, you think that was probably just an amplifier of the stone. Like the construct in there was just an amplifier.
So, I mean, one of the best things we can do then, if they're going to send a whole platoon, if that dragon sends anything to us, I want to be long since out of this area. That's my thought, at least. And if they take over this area, it may be easier to take it back than to actually defend it. We tend to work better as a guerrilla group. We tend to work better with these hit and runs. And if we have to hold out here and defend against an army of 60, we ain't going to see another day.
Can you show Kevin the map real quick and show him what? So we got 4 outposts from Warren. He marked them on the map. So if you want to check them out, each of them pretty much has like a troop. You know, he didn't give us the exact numbers on those kind of a thing, but they're lightly staffed. So we could take out some of these outposts and then go take out the main base, or take out the main base and just charge right in. I'd be up for a couple of attacks, just like on the smaller outposts first, kind of work our way up to that big siege on the fort.
Oh, let's give them hell, right? I mean, if they want to be in our lands, let's convince them that the best thing they can do is get the hell out by being the worst mosquito we can be.
I mean, my first priority is to get some rest, because I'm useless to you guys until I get a full night's sleep.
So where are we on this map?
Yeah, right there.
Nope, right here.
No,
Oh,
on the
sorry,
shield.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, I would say let's take down that camp that ain't too far away from us right now.
It's in the Thrycreen village.
That's a village already?
Well, it was the Thrycreens, and the insect guys that threw the Kachkas. And they must have got rid of the Thrycreen, and now they hold it.
So the army ants are gone, in theory at least.
Yeah, in theory.
Why don't we sleep down in this crypt tonight? I think the ghosties are gone, and at least I'm pretty well beat. I think we all are.
Apparently, I don't know anything about Thrycreen.
Roll a d20.
You have to roll the d20.
Roll a d20.
By the way, so the abandoned fortress was exactly as we had figured, which was that they left because of the ghosties, whatever was causing them to have bad dreams. So they abandoned that fortress, or that outpost. So
Dana, you're still not feeling better from that, are you?
No, I still have the same ailment.
All right.
Oh, that's right. I'm so bad at history, I actually got stupider.
You know, I think the most important thing now, it's 2 a.m. now. Alexander, do you want to rest or do you want to press?
I can keep going.
Well, the question, rest or press, is your goal alone. Xaden here likely doesn't know what we're talking about, but the rest of us do.
The idea that you're planning on hitting an unseen base, and that they wiped out a village of something called Thrycreen.
I mean, Xaden, throw off the cloak right now and at least show, not Xaden, Alexander, throw off the cloak and at least show Xaden what we're dealing with.
It doesn't matter.
You're content with this then?
He doesn't say anything.
If you want to press into the woods right now and try and hunt us down someone, I'm all behind you. If we sleep tonight, though, that's it.
I did ask about an enemy cleric, by the way, and there was not one in that outpost. So that was the Hail Mary that I had, was finding out if they did have a cleric that we could pay or whatever.
Right, and my offer still stands, Alexander. You want me to go out there hunting with you for anything at all that we can find? Likely we got less than a 1% chance of finding anything, but if you want to sleep tonight, you're reserved to it and it's done. If you want to go out there, I'm all with you.
Sorry, what's going on?
Out of character, Alexander.
I know out of character.
Right.
Oh, okay.
And I'll wait for Alexander's answer.
Well, look.
Okay.
All right. Then
Or a cleric?
As slim of a chance it is as it is.
I'm willing to not sleep the night. I know you ain't for seeing well, but I'll look for where I can.
Are you going to the main base or the Thrycreen?
There was no cleric. My best bet is finding a.
Correct. There was no cleric.
Do I know of anything else? Kevin knows. Does Fel know of anyone else?
Fel,
that could cast it?
of casting Greater Restoration, you don't know. There is a mystery box, essentially, that everyone knows, character-wise, was delivered to Harald as well. No one knows what was in it.
Potentially potions or scrolls that.
You could make educated guess. Could be anything. You know that they.
That alone is a shot in the dark.
Warren, what Warren told you was that something was happening at the now abandoned outpost. They moved and sent a request telling him the main area what was going on, and they sent a platoon of soldiers with some commoners and a large box of a steel box, contents locked. No one knows what's in there.
So Alexander, we can't fight an army in a fortress with what we're at right now. What I propose to you, if you want to
platoon's
press,
not at the fortress. You know that.
well,
A squad's
but
there.
we can't fight a platoon with where we're at right now. The best I can do for you, I'll take you to the tree end. See if there are any Fae that can fix you. That was my shot in the dark. That's up to you.
Nice.
It's better than not trying.
I mean, we'd have to press through the night. We'd likely ain't going to be too easy, and we're going to have to go through haunted rivers. But I mean, if that's what you want to do, I'm all with you. It's up to you.
Thank you.
All right.
I nearly
Everybody,
lost hope.
Let's start gearing up. If you're coming, if not, well, I guess we'll pick a meeting spot. Who's going?
I really don't want to split the party. Yeah, I'll go with you.
All right. That's our.
Sure, sounds fun.
That's our Hail Mary. And so, giving you an idea, and because you should know at least what you're up to, the wizard ghosts that we came down here aged our friend Alexander about 40 years with a nasty caress. Normally ain't the guy that's standing before you. Normally looks, well, I don't want to say better, but, is what he is. So we're going to press on. You're welcome to join us, or you're welcome to stay.
Well, this sounds like it could be up my alley. maybe we'll run into something more along the lines of what I'm looking for, and you never know. I might actually be quite useful if you run into a haunted river.
Here's for hoping. So, we'll do
Right.
that, Matt.
Right, you start going right now. You can make it. You just want to not sleep at all and just make it to the forest, or you want to stop in a day.
We don't have time to stop to
Yeah, we
make
don't
it to that
have-
forest, I
we
don't
have
think.
time. Like, how much time has actually passed? It's been like.
It's been about 6 hours. You have 18 hours. You can just barely make it to the forest on about the 23rd hour. Everyone gains a level of exhaustion right now.
Shit, only one. I'll take it.
I know, I saw. There it is,
that
exhaustion
on-
level.
Where's that on the sheet? Sorry.
It's on the
Kind of
right
in the
hand
middle on the
side.
first page.
Yeah.
Chords.
On the right.
Okay. This time, the wind doesn't seem to be blowing in your face as you enter it. Instead, is blowing at your back, kind of beckoning you to enter. It is again very dark at this moment as you
I'll
enter
head
the
in.
forest.
I'll call out Treebeard's name. I don't remember it off the top of my head.
It was a mouthful. I remember that.
I may have it in notes.
I'm looking it up real quick.
I thought I wrote it down. Is it in my notepad? Nope. How do I not have this?
So,
Yeah, I don't got it in my notes.
yeah,
I thought I did.
I don't think I gave a name.
Or
You
I think
did.
you did.
You gave a name, definitely.
it was Ortuck.
Or
Or
Tuck,
yeah.
that's right.
Or tuck.
Yep.
Yep. Or tuck the tree. Yep.
All right. You call out for Ortuck, and you just hear and branches kind of crumbling. About 30 minutes goes by, and all of a sudden, a tree, what you could have swore was just normal, comes to life right beside you. And this is your first time seeing this Exaden. A huge, about 20 foot tall by around 12 feet wide tree is actually walking toward you guys now.
Why the nine hells?
The opposite effect. It's the Fae. It's good to see you. Good to see you, Greenie.
Good to see you as well.
My friend here has been afflicted, and we're hoping beyond hope that maybe in your infinite years and wisdom may have seen something that can help. He was cursed by an undead that aged him. And I'm hoping you got someone that you know of or someone that could help. We're pretty well pressed for time.
Yes. 1 second. What affliction ails?
He's been aged 40 years, in fact, by the touch of a specter.
What the fuck? I need to get my book rebind. The entire section just fell out.
I have the exact same thing, dude. They did a really shitty job with that.
Apparently, though, you can just email them and send the book in, and they'll redo it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you can email Wizards. If it's the first generation of books, every single one of them has a glue issue. So, viewers out there, if your book is falling apart, email Wizards of the Coast, and
They don't have the leather-bound one yet, do they?
oh, that'd be awesome. Just like, can I upgrade?
Sorry, I didn't mean to give you hell.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
Didn't you though? Didn't you?
No.
And my internet is a little spotty if I've been disappearing.
Okay.
Don't know what the hell
I
up with that.
don't think you have. Okay.
Yeah, just 3.5 still. Shit.
What you ask is powerful magic.
That's why we came to you.
It is said the blood of a treant has magical properties, but I cannot offer you mine.
Is there someone else that we'd be able to ask for? I know that this is a lot,
If you were to do this, it would die.
Well, that seems like a bummer.
Do you not know of any elves or things that do the satyrs know of? Greater bay things?
The satyrs, they play music. They hop around. They know not of the greater magic.
What exactly do I know about like the Feywild? Anything? Rumors, stories, fairy tales?
Fairy tales, it's a silly place. Things grow more wildly there. Some of the creatures are a lot more playful, but it has their dangers as well. It's rumored that
It's heavy, man.
Yeah, it's rumored that once an elven race called the Eldrin once ruled the Feywild, or came from there, but no one knows, because there's no Eldrin anymore, or at least no one's seen one in a very long time.
Well,
Is there a way to reach this place from here?
Not that I know.
we did our best. I mean, impressed for you, but I think this is going to be your new lot in life, friend.
A short one.
All human lives are short.
You seem older than you once were. He just notices out. He's not very.
I walk away.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, that's what we're talking about.
Yeah.
Talk about something else? Is Antblood not?
No. He just made an observation. He was.
Oh.
He gets why, and he follows you over there, Alexander. Being old's not so bad. And he puts his a tree limb on you. I've not had a smaller friend in a while, other than the satyrs.
Well, you and your friends stay around a lot longer than I do.
This is true.
I will be like the branches on the ground and the leaves in fall. Gone. Forever.
Perhaps, but something can rise from the fallen branches and leaves. What you make in your life now may echo in the future.
I just kind of look to the ground.
For everyone else looking, it just looks like when he's still, he just looks like a tree. And there's a tree that's has a branch on Alexander at this moment. And Ixaden, you've never seen anything like this. This is a whole new experience for you.
You're seeing some crazy shit today. Welcome to the thrill ride.
Yeah, today's I mean, show up, attacked by a ninja, you guys take him prisoner. It turns out you already have a prisoner. You have an earthquake gem. This guy apparently was older than he was earlier that day, which is true of everyone, but sort of an extreme case.
This is what we call Tuesday.
And then you're like telling me about like I'm listening to you guys have that conversation like while I'm sharpening your sword about like why you should trust each other, and you're just going off. It's like, and I did this, and I did this, and I saved the ends. I'm like, holy crap.
Exactly. Atlas is very trustworthy and has done a lot of good things for this group. So,
So, anyways, another 30 minutes pass by. Alexander, and you feel this age was kind of in your body. You could feel it not really take hold of you, and as time continues on, you just feel a permanence about it, and that anticipation of getting rid of it fades, and your bones feel slightly older than they did 24 hours ago.
If it's only slightly older, you're
Slightly older than what he was feeling when he first got turned. I mean, when he was turned. As now it's a permanent thing.
can we sleep here and have the tree take care of us and guard us?
The magic that is coming from the bog should not enter here, but there is a chance it could.
Well, if we can rest here, that'd be fantastic. I think most of us are too beaten up and tired to do much else.
All right. In that case, everyone can go to sleep and take a quick 5-minute break, and we'll be back here for the last leg of the journey.